Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. As the title says, this is Farewell to 2025. Now, I'm just going to show you some of the things that I've got in the last month. Most of these were gifts over the Christmas period, and these are the last additions to my collection for 2025. That's why it's a Farewell to 2025. So just bear with 1 second. Sorry about that. You will have to excuse me because I've still got the end bit of my man flu, so I'm still coughing and spluttering a bit. So the first one is the Essential Beatles. This was a Christmas gift from Sue. Now, I did have a copy of this many years ago, but it was battered up and the sleeve was ripped. So the tracks on this are Love Me Do, Boys, Long Tall Sally, Honey Don't, P.S. I Love You, Baby You're a Rich Man, All My Lovin', Yesterday, Penny Lane. That's side one. Side two, you get Magical Mystery Tour, Norwegian Wood, With a Little Help from My Friends, All You Need Is Love, Something, Obledy Obledy, and Let It Be. And it is on Apple, and the catalogue number is Stereo STSS8, and this was made in Australia. It says produced by George Martin and EMI Recording, manufactured and distributed by EMI Australia Limited, and then you do get the Apple logo. Now, for some reason, it's in one of these all-in-one things, but this is slightly too big to go into the cover, so I might have to cut it down a little bit. So it is on Apple. I haven't played this one yet, by the way, because it needs a good clean. I will apologise for bending my head. I know some people don't like it, but I've got that much to show you. I've had to put it all around the room, basically. So, yeah, so that was a really good one. Sue's done really good this year. She's actually bought the things that I haven't already got in the collection. I mean, I think she did drop a few hints when we've been, going around record shops and things. And she did see this one on the internet, and she did actually say, "Have you got that one?" And I goes, "No." And I says, "That's usually quite expensive." And she actually got it for a really good price. The next one is the Rolling Stones, Metamorphosis. I'm sure most of you will know this one. She got this from our recent trip to Liverpool from Matthew Street Records. Again, the cover's in really nice condition. I think this is from 1975, but obviously it is songs that the Rolling Stones recorded pre 1971. So you've got Out of Town, Out of Time, even Put My Teeth In Properly, uh, Don't Lie to Me, Something's Just Stuck in Your Mind, Each and Every Day of the Year, Heart of Stone, fantastic song, I'd Much Rather Be with the Boys, Sleepy City, We're Wasting Time, and Try a Little Harder. Side two is, excuse me, I Don't Know Why, If You Let Me, Driving Sister Fanny, Downtown Susie, Family, Memo from Turner, and I'm Going Down. That is the track listing. Very strange sort of like cover. So this is SKL5212. Now, like I say, this is from 1975, so the Rolling Stones hadn't been on Decca for the best part of 5 years when this came out. Well, this is really nice condition. Really is in nice condition. So that is the labels. Nice shiny vinyl. We like shiny records, don't we, as collectors? So some might say this was a bit of a money-making idea from Decca, but if they've invested in the band for the best part of 5 years or whatever it was that there was on, it was much longer than that, wasn't it? It was about 7 years, wasn't it, that it was on Decca? Can you blame them for trying to make a little bit of money? I mean, this isn't like a reissue of another album, is it? This is songs that probably aren't as common as other things. So I think that's quite a good one. Then we've got the Kinks. Now I'm not really sure what this is because it's from it says RCA. So I don't know if this is a reissue or a straight copy of Schoolboys in Disgrace, because everything on this is to do with being in school. So side A is School Days, Jack the Idiot Dunce, what a name for a song, eh? Education, The First Time We Fell in Love. Side B is I'm in Disgrace, Mead Master, The Headway, The Last Assembly, No More Looking Back, and Final, or Finale. And it is on RCA. So like I say, I haven't played that one yet. So if you've got any information about any of these records that I'm showing you, please drop them in the comments below. Then she got me Brian Ferry, Roxy Music, Street Life, 20 Greatest Hits, or 20 Great Hits. Now I do have a copy of this, but mine isn't in that good a condition. So you've got the usual things on here. It's like Greatest Hits, obviously. So you've got Virginia Plain, A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, Pajama Armor, Do the Stand, or Do the Strand even. These Foolish Things, Street Life, Let's Stick Together, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, great song. Love is the Drug, another great song. Sign of the Times, Dance Away, Angel Eyes, Oh Yeah, Over You, Same Old Scene, In the Midnight Hour, More Than This, Avalon, Slave to Love, and then it finishes off with Jealous Guy. And it's on EG. That's the record label. That's what's called EG. I'll just show you one of the LPs. Would help if I showed it you the right way, wouldn't it, folks? Again, this is in really, really nice condition, and I think she got this from Dig Vinyl in Liverpool, and I think it was a bargain price, like £3 or something like that. So again, really, really nice to have that to add to my collection at the end of 2025. Then obviously you've already seen me do an unboxing of this one, the Beatles Anthology 4. Excuse me. Now, I have had time to listen to this, and on the whole, I think this is actually quite a good album. Maybe they should have just released this on its own and not bothered with re-releasing all the other albums, but it is classed as the anthology collection now, isn't it? So if it would have been just a standalone album, I think it possibly might have saved a lot of controversy and everything. Yes, there's things on here that have been on super deluxe box sets or super deluxe editions, whatever you want to call them. Every time I see a video, people are calling them different things. I just call them box sets. There's some nice renditions of other things. I think the highlight for me is Baby You're a Rich Man, because they're messing about before they start it, and then when they do start it, it's quite funny, to be honest. And there's a reference to the Rolling Stones and things like that in there as well. So there's that. So if you haven't got it, you're gonna and you want it, you're gonna buy it. If you haven't bought it, there's a reason why I haven't bought it. I'm just glad to have this in my collection to go with my other 3 versions. Now the only thing is, since all this was announced earlier in the year, I've since found out that volumes 1, 2, and 3 have been remastered. I don't think they've been remixed. I think they've been remastered. So I think what I might do later next year is I might get the CD box set. I don't want the vinyl editions, but I might get the CD box set. But it is still worth having this in your collection, in my opinion. Everybody's got a different opinion. Let's not forget. Right, then Sue also bought me 2 cassettes. And the cassette singles, and I'd forgot that you could used to get cassette singles, and they're both by Paul McCartney. The first one is Beautiful Night, and you get Love Comes Tumbling Down, which sounds like a Rolling Stone song. There's a Rolling Stone song with very similar tagged to that, weren't they? I don't think she paid a lot for these, to be honest, but they are in really, really nice condition. It'll be hard for you to see them because it's see-through, isn't it? Yeah, you see it? And then the other one was, or is, shall we say, get it right, All My Trials. And the B-side, or whatever you call it on a cassette, is Sea Moon. But I think that's a re-recording. I don't think it's the version with Wings, is it? Or it might even be a live version. I can't remember, to be honest. But these seem to be in really, really nice condition. So not getting the glare. So the majority of the things I'm showing you are Beatles or Beatles related, but not everything is. Then this was off my old mate Terry Mann, and it's Keep Calm and Listen to the Beatles. Now I can either put this up here in the music room, or I might actually put this in my bar outside. So I've got an outside bar that we use in summer. It's not a very good one. It's one I've made out of pallets and things like that. But there's a couple of Beatles things on that, so I think that might end up being outside on the bar in the garden, or the garden bar, whatever you want to call it. Then she got me. She's done really, really well actually. So has she got me this, which is a tribute to the Beatles, the Essential Collection, a 2 CD set. So I think this is like sort of like instrumental versions of Beatles songs. It is a 2 CD set. Again, I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet because as I'm recording this, it's New Year's Eve, and I didn't get this till Christmas Day. But there were some nice songs on there, so I'm quite looking forward to playing that as well. Please excuse me. I just wish this man flu would go. It keeps coming and going. Some days I feel really, really good, and I've been back at work and things like that. But then other days, it sort of like knocks me out. Then she got me these. Both of these came free with newspapers many years ago. You've got John Lennon, which I think was just called John Lennon, wasn't it? What else is in there? Something else in there. I don't think that's supposed to be in there because I think that's from another CD. But on this, you get things like, I might have to get my spyglass. Very, very small writing, this is. So you've got, on here, Power to the People, Jealous Guy, New York City, Mind Games, Bless You, Slipping and Sliding, Here We Go Again, Beautiful Boy, Darling Boy, Nobody Told Me, Imagine, Give Peace a Chance, and Grow Old With Me. Like I said, that was given out with the Daily Mail many, many years ago for free. Who gives away free CDs now? Not many people, do they? And then this came with it, although this was free with that. And it's Paul McCartney, Memory Almost Full. And just say, this disc is used as a stiffener to protect your purchase, but it can be played. Thank you very much. That's the track list on that one. This is one I would like to get on vinyl, to be fair. And there's not a mark on that. Not a mark on it. Right, excuse me. Then I got off my cat Spud, who's the ginger cat, if any of you can remember. I've got a ginger cat, then I've got a white and a black cat, and then obviously we've got Bailey the dog. I've got a yellow submarine pen. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Well, Dave. Then I've got a new Beatles glasses case because this one is dropping to bits, which I thought was really, really nice. See, she has bought me things that I need. I'll keep that there for a minute. Then she got me Ringo Starr's You're 16. The cover's not exactly brilliant, but the record is in very good plus condition. And of course, the B side of that is Devil Woman, not the Cliff Richard song. Every time I see you walking down the street, I say you're the kind of woman I just like to meet. You look so good and you look so fine. Then I got this off my stepson and my daughter-in-law, and it's you put this in your window, like you stick it into your window, and then it looks like it's stained glass when the sun's shining on it, which I thought was really, really nice. Yeah. Then I got a David Bowie DVD in his own words, interviews and contributions. It says one of the last sort of like photos of him there, isn't it? Which again, I haven't had time to watch yet because being a bus driver, we don't get like 2 weeks off over Christmas. We get 2 days, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and then I've got a rest day for today, which is New Year's Eve, and then I get a bank holiday for New Year's Day, and that's it, 4 days. Then we've got, this was off my sister, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to reading this. I've only had a quick flick through, and it's Paul McCartney Wings: The Story of Band on the Run. And I think this was actually quite expensive, wasn't it? Now I'm trying to. Oh God, it says £35 in here. And there, I actually didn't pay that much for it. But that's. I'm not in the jacket there. £35. You see, just there. But then again, I mean, books are going up, magazines are going up. You know, I did a feature the other day on the record collector George Harrison special, which is just George all the way through. It's all about George and his, his solo career and everything. Fantastic read. If you haven't got it, try and get it. £9.99. Now I thought that was quite expensive, to be honest, but again, that was a gift off somebody. And then people are like commenting and go, Dave, that's about the Go Mate now for magazine. Now, I used to be subscribed to Record Collector many, many years ago, and I think it was something like 95 pence per issue. 95 pence. You know, £9.99 for magazine. So I suppose a book, I suppose that's not too bad a value then, looking at that. Then there's this. This made me laugh because I didn't know what it was. Again, this was off my stepson and my daughter-in-law. And look, it's a little record player. But it's not. This is why it made me laugh, because you go like that. Like that. And then these are actually coasters to put your cups on your table. I don't think they're like proper like things from proper record labels, right? I just thought this was really, really cool, shall we say. Something completely different and really, really unexpected. The bebops, I thought that said the Beatles for a minute, the bebops. So like, they're not records, so it don't matter if I'm touching the surface. I just thought, wow, how different is that? Oop. Just as well it's not a record, isn't it? I thought, wow, really? It amazes me how people think of things like this to buy something completely different. And look, then you get a little record player. So if you've got all them like 3-inch Beatles records, you could play it on this. But you can't because there's no needle in it. I suppose you could use it as a display as well, couldn't you? Which is probably what I will do. I don't think I'm going to use these as actual coasters. I think I will just use it as a display, because then when you go like that, look, looks like the record's playing. Isn't that neat? Well, I think it is. Oh, yeah, bro. Love it. Love it. And I think there's just one more thing to show. No, two more things to show you. One is what would you call this? A thermos flask or a cold flask? I'm not quite sure what it is. It's very heavy. The Beatles, look, Abbey Road. Do 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 ding ding ding, and they're all walking the same way. Look, ding 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 ding. And this is actually endorsed by the Beatles. The box is downstairs. Like I say, I can't remember if that's with hot drinks or cold drinks, and you get all the straws and everything with it. So again, really, really nice. If I don't use it, it will just be used as a display piece in the ever growing collection. And then there's one more thing to show you folks, just one more thing, which is, again, this was off my daughter-in-law and my stepson, and it's a lovely, 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 he says, Beatles Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band t-shirt. I did get another t-shirt as well, which was a Beatles one, which you might have seen or might not have seen, I don't know. And it's the Beatles, and they're like dressed, and they've got Santa Claus hats on, but they're like walking across Abbey Road. So I think I did really, really well this year for gifts and presents. This isn't everything I got. This is just the things I thought, as a collector and a Beatles fan, that you lot would want to see. So I hope that has been enjoyable for you. So yes, farewell to 2025. 2025 has been an amazing year to be a Beatles fan in a lot of ways. What's going to come next year, I don't know. I've been seeing videos of certain people. What is it? I've got Beatles fatigue and this, that, and the other. Don't forget, nobody is forcing you to go out and buy anything. You know, I've ordered something today, which at the time I could not afford to buy. And I've got it. It's brand new. It's coming from HMV, and it's £40 cheaper than what it would have been. No, £60 cheaper than what would have been if I would have bought it at the time that it came out. So stay tuned for that one. I have got some more records that I've bought, because I got a gift voucher as well. So they're going to be on a different video. There's lots of things to come in the future. I just thought we'd do this as a farewell to 2025, because obviously the next time I do a video, it won't be 2025, it'll be 2026. And as I'm recording this, it is just gone 1:15 in the afternoon here in the UK, and it is the 31st of December 2025. So whatever you're doing later, some of you might have already got in, depending on where you are in the world, might already be in 2026 when you're watching this. So excuse me once again. So whatever you're doing, please be safe. Don't get too drunk, says he. I'm glad I might actually get drunk, because I didn't really have a lot to drink over Christmas because I was on tablets and stuff for my man flu. So I can actually enjoy New Year's Eve. Whatever you're doing, like I say, stay safe. Thank you to everybody for putting up with me for another year. Thank you to everybody for your comments, your likes, your hypes as well. That seems to be doing really, really well. If you've just come across this channel and you like it, please subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave a like. one quick note. I thought the TV in the UK over the Christmas period was absolutely appalling. I'm not going off the track. I'm going to say it because there's something at the end. I did a video and it was put on a few days before Christmas. Um, Now I've just checked it and it's got like 16,000 views. Now, is that because people, I mean, I was doing it, we was that fed up of watching or not, or, seeing the same old rubbish on BBC and RTV here in the UK that most of the time I was off over Christmas or, if I'd finished early and things like that, we was watching YouTube, you know. I was catching up on some of my, friends' videos like Beetle Brad and Beetle Tone, The Mermaid Tavern, uh, PC31, The Vinyl Policeman, and Gav Axman Spins, plus others. Sue was watching because she's into like ghost things and things like that, and handy tips and things like that. And we spent more time watching YouTube than what we did watching ordinary telly. So maybe YouTube is going to be becoming more popular over the years and eventually will replace telly. I mean, I've watched a few films and stuff on the telly, but there was nothing that was done new that I wanted to watch, if that makes sense. Like I said, I spent more time watching fellow YouTubers. So, as I've said, starting to go off the topic, but we're not. I'm just saying, and I've noticed a lot of other people's videos over the Christmas period have got a lot more views than what they would usually, which is good, isn't it, for creators like us. So, peace, love, and happiness. May I wish you all a very happy, prosperous, and healthy new year. Goodbye to 2025. It's had its ups and downs as record collectors and Beatles collectors. Here's to 2026. Hoping it's going to be another fantastic year, but maybe not as many releases, or if they are, they're going to be staggered a little bit better. So, what's your thoughts on 2025? What's your hopes for 2026? You know, just remember peace, love, and happiness to you all. And as George said, ding dong, ring out the old, ring in the new. Cheers, everybody. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Love to you all.